All right, here we go. So this is a look at my low budget listening room. So this is the room here. This is a spare room. Sometimes I sit in that chair. Sometimes I sit right there on the bed. Hung up a blackout curtain just to have some stuff on the wall. That's a painting my wife did for me. This is a queen size bed, so to kind of give you an idea how small this room is, you can see that it's really tiny. I don't know the dimensions, um, but it actually works out pretty good for a cheap stereo system. Real quick, I had a fan in here. I got a little air purifier, uh, kind of keep the dust down. This room gets dusty for some reason, so I think just because everything is black, you can see it more. But more blackout curtains because I like the black background when I'm looking at everything. I'll start with the speakers. These are some Mauki, I don't know how I say it, Moki speakers. Three-way passive speakers, so they're not powered. It's funny that every time I see these on Amazon or Walmart.com, they have them and then they sell out. So apparently people are buying these like crazy. They're super inexpensive. I got these about 3 years ago and I paid $85 for them, and they've worked out great. They sound good. You can see there that I plugged the ports. The reason why I did that, or the port there on the ports on both speakers, but the reason why I did that is I found as I got higher in volume, I was hearing distortion. And just from like research and reading, sometimes they say plug the ports, and that's some isolation foam, and it's super cheap. You can find it anywhere. I also have the same foam under the speaker, and I think that helped with the sound. I have them off the wall about 6.5 inches. That's about as far as I can go. But there's no, port in the back. It's just in the front. So that's probably pretty good. Knox Gear speaker stands. I got this pair for 20 bucks. They're solid. I really like them. This is the TV. It's a Roku TV on brand, 32 inch. Um, I hooked this up just because I use a Blu-ray player to play my CDs. So if I want, I can turn it on and see, the track number, the length of the CD. I can also go in the settings of the Blu-ray player and do a mix or a shuffle on a CD. So, but I don't always use that. Here are some of my CDs. Most of my CDs actually. These are the ones in the jewel cases. I got all kinds of different genres of music because I listen to a lot of stuff. Down here in these cases, I have most of my CDs are here. Some of these date back to the early 90s, and I've been collecting CDs, but then it was a period of time where a long time where I didn't have a stereo system and I was lugging these around, and I got kind of fed up with as I was moving. I moved a few times. I just got rid of the jewel cases. It's kind of a regret, but at least I still have the music, and the CDs are in really good shape. So that's the bulk of them. And then these are the ones, some of the ones that I still have the jewel cases, and then a lot of newer stuff. I've been collecting the CDs for, or buying them for a couple of years now. I'll have some more I'll show you. Here's the main system. I'll start with the DAC. It's a IEMA DAC A1. It's a digital DAC. It has a remote, has Bluetooth. It's the Qualcomm aptX HD, which I hardly use. It does have a headphone jack on it, but I don't use that. Um, it has bass and treble. Again, I don't use it. I just use it to change the volume pretty much. And also, it's hooked up to my Blu-ray player, and it's also hooked up to my laptop. I'll show you that in a sec. The DAC chip in here is the ESS 9018K2M DAC chip. I was surprised to find that that chip is still being used quite a bit in like even mid-range equipment. I believe the Weem amp uses the same DAC chip as this, and then Shit Audio also has a couple of stereo pieces that they use that same DAC chip in. It's a good little DAC for a low budget system. And then the amp is the AIYA A07 Pro. I really like this little amp. I know people say they get hot, but mine just gets warm. It never gets hot. It's just like barely warm. And to control the volume, I use the DAC, so I keep the volume about right there. And I keep the tone controls in the middle. And then I have this AIYA T2 tube preamplifier. So these are the 6K4s. I've tried the GE and also the 6J1 tubes in here. All sound a little bit different. I prefer the 6K4s. That's what this preamp comes with. Again, bass, medium, and treble in the middle, volume all the way up. I like this preamp because it has 2 outs on it. So it has 1 in and then 2 outs. And so one of those outs goes to this Mauke AM-MP1. It's a digital like karaoke amplifier. I use it just as a headphone amplifier. So when I listen to my CDs, it goes through the DAC, the preamp, and then into this amplifier. And then I listen to my headphones through it. When I listen to my speakers, I use the A07 Pro, so I can switch back and forth. And you know, I don't know if the headphones sound really good, but I think it's, you know, probably because of the DAC and the 2 preamp. I also have a cheap subwoofer. It's a 6.5-inch down-firing subwoofer. It's okay. I got this for $80. Now I've seen it for like $100, and I wouldn't pay that much for this. It sounds okay. It's more low end than thumping bass like in a car or anything, but it works out. It sounds good. I blend it in, so I'm happy with it. Then I have my laptop. It's a Lenovo, I think's how you say it. It's a low budget laptop. I got it connected through the USB into the DAC, and then I listen to Spotify mainly. It sounds better than Bluetooth. I think it sounds way better. I also have Soma FM on here also, and it's Windows 10. And I mean, I really like listening to music through it, but it's like I said, it's better than Bluetooth. Here's the other speaker on this side. Here's my Blu-ray player. It's a Sony Blu-ray player. It's just basic. It just has a little tiny light to let you know it's on, and it's hooked up via the coaxial connection to the DAC. I don't know if I said that, but here are my other CDs. Got some John Coltrane, Herbie Hancock, some Devo. I bought the new Ace Frehley album not that long ago. Just all kinds of stuff. There's my Bluetooth headphone box. Again, I hardly use those, and I got them on clearance. Here they are. But they're convenient for when you just want to hurry up and listen to some music while you're doing anything around the house or whatever. Some other stuff. Extra tubes. 6J1, the GE brand. I'm not sure the specs on them. And then some more 6K4s. The little DIY preamp that I messed around with. My earbuds. Some more tubes. These are my One Audio Monitor 60s. I didn't like these at first, but when I listen to them, I use tone controls and I can dial it in. It actually sounds pretty good. But if you don't have tone controls, then these are like super fatiguing. Really, I think the treble and the mid is kind of too high on them. But again, if you have tone controls and you don't mind using those. My other headphones are the FiiO JT1s. I just got these. I swapped out the ear pads on them for bigger ones. I really like these. These are super fun headphones. Uh, I've only had these for about a month and a half, and I've been listening to them quite a bit. Yep. So that's just a quick look at the setup, and really enjoying it so far. There's just a little wide angle. Hopefully I didn't miss anything. There's another video I did of this setup, but it's different now than the other video, the older video. Just made some adjustments, and so thanks for watching. I'll talk to you next time.